Well, back over the other side of the Trent. Luckily enough, survived this anyway, and it is, as you can tell, waterlogged as hell. But luckily enough, I've got my lovely boots on, as you can see. So yeah, I'm not exactly an expert filmer, so don't judge me on the filming skills because I've got none. But yeah. I was a bit dubious on that bridge, to be honest, because it's only a small one, but it's concrete bridge, and look at the A543, sorry, to Clifton in Nottingham. The work that's going on to that to stop it basically falling apart. So yeah, I was a bit dubious on that one. Just one little bug fears of mine, kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm just getting absolutely drenched. Good job with boots all waterproof. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's loads of walks around here, and you know, I've been living near here for about just over 2 months around that, and it's a beautiful area. I'm from Nottingham originally myself, so only about 10 miles away. But this part where, as you can see, just get it in there, the power station is Ratcliffe Power Station. That is basically, that's the main power station that covers all Derby, Nottingham, Leicester, stuff like that. But on this part of the river, this is where the Erewash, the Saw, all meet up onto the Trent. And like I say, some beautiful walking around here. So for the first few videos, we are going to be looking around locally. And you know, when we're going back around, I'll show you around my home city, Nottingham. But I will also start going into, you know, Peak District. Basically, because I don't drive, it's very difficult for me to get anywhere. So I rely on public transport or train. So, but I do manage to get some, you know, quite a fair wide away. You know, that's not too far from home. But obviously, as we go on, we go further and further afield. And obviously, all the photos and everything from today and future extravaganza walks, whatever you want to call them, they'll all be on Instagram at walknots. And if you want to check more about what kind of photography I do, just go on to walknots.com. I'm not trying to make it a big brand or anything, but it keeps it nice and simple. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. The one for Twitter is walk_Nottingham, I think it is, but the links are on the banner page on the main bit on this YouTube. But so yeah, just give us a follow, have a nosy. If you like, don't like, that's fine. You know, that's what the photo's there for, to be loved, adored, criticised, whichever, whatever floats your boat. So yeah, and if you do want to come on any of the walks, by all means feel free. You know, like I say, because I don't drive, so I use public transport and trains, as I said, it's something where it can be a bit of a pain in the backside, to put it politely, and unfortunately it does restrict you. But on the other hand, you know, it's like a little mini adventure on its own anyway. So, you know, if you're doing walking like this, or if you're doing other walking with a group, you know, it's nice to have someone who drives. But if they don't, you know, trains aren't too expensive, depending where you go. Unless you go down to London, then obviously, you know, you better get the overtime in. So that's why I probably have not been down for years, to be honest with you. So yeah, and I'll catch up with you shortly anyway. So hoping you're liking the walk so far. I am loving it, but I am absolutely freezing at the moment because my hands are so cold. So I will warm them up and I will speak to you shortly. Hello and welcome again. Right, I'm absolutely freezing, if you can hear me, because it's very windy at the moment. We've just got to lovely old Trentlock. It's a bit quiet at the moment, but I'm going to head off and get home and get warm and have a nice warm shower. But yeah, Trentlock, there's 2 pubs here, fantastic pubs, the Steamboat and the Trentlock in itself, and some really nice pubs, and it's a beautiful spot, especially during summer. It's dead quiet. There's a tea room there as well, so if you don't want to drink, you can just go and have some food and that. Really friendly staff around here, and yeah, it's really, really nice. So I'll take you up the canal another day.